to do my best to follow the chat and address your questions as they come in and kind of adjust the presentation that I planned for you. Igor, are we good with the participants? Do we have any questions or comments ahead of time? I'm not seeing those in Zoom, so I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Right. Yeah, sorry for interrupting you. Actually, members are going to join via YouTube channel. So if there is any question, of course, I will
Got it.
the questions and we will share with you. Okay, thank you.
Got it. Yeah. The questions don't come through my end, so you guys, I will rely on Ilga. So my name is Olga. I was raised and born in Kiev in Ukraine. The last time before moving to the US, I worked in Kiev at Microsoft Office, and then kind of advanced my career through different stages of regional and global roles. And at this point, I'm working with the Amazon Web Services in the training and certification team. And Ilga reached out inviting me to talk to you about the opportunities to advance your career, what are the resources that are available from Amazon, and how you could put them to work for yourself and your companies. I'll do a step back and I'll just say that while the role on the screen you see Senior Scale Program Strategy, really what I get to do is I work with the training and certification team. And my work is really around the partners. So Amazon as the company runs multiple businesses. You probably know Amazon Retail, you know Amazon started with the books. Where I sit is the Amazon Web Services, which is the part of the large Amazon business, but really it's all about the cloud. So my job is to make sure that Amazon Web Services in its outreach with the companies that build on top of Amazon, sell Amazon Web Services, and deploy Amazon Web Services to the customers. My job is to make sure that the adults working in the technology sphere know the cloud, know how to apply it to the customer cases, and really help with the next level of innovation in the area of the cloud computing. Before I go into like resources and stuff, I'll tell you that on a personal level, cloud to me just is an endless source of inspiration, and I'm hoping it's the same for you. And just as a story, back when I was a kid, 13, 14 years old, when the internet started happening around us with all the dial-up situation, and I was like dialing through those pay cards from my house to get online, and then I was just fascinated about the opportunity that technology brings. And to the extent that I worked with a local NGO in a small town in Ukraine where I was raised to do a campaign to buy computers and internet for our local library. Because while I was accessing internet from home and seeing all the opportunities that technology brings to life, my school and everybody else were going to the small city library and taking the paper books and, you know, subscribing to those journals and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a disconnect. There's such a great opportunity if we were doing things differently. So this has been my life since very young time, where I really am fascinated by the opportunity of technology, opportunity of the cloud, not just for the large corporations, businesses, but really for your own development. So today I want to talk to you about the resources that are available for the Amazon Web Services to advance your understanding of the cloud, no matter where you are. Maybe you are a beginning user, new to the cloud. Maybe you are a power user building the apps, helping with migrations and doing very complex enterprise projects. I'll cover the variety of options that we have at hand for you, and then hopefully it'll be handy in your future career developments and the work that you are doing. So before I go there, I'll just say that indeed the technology enables the innovation, but it will be the people who will make it work. So Amazon is the leading supplier of the cloud technologies. You can think of anything and we got it. So it's it's the most sophisticated cloud provider at the moment with all sorts of services, but really how much this is used for the advancement and the solution of the world's biggest problems is up to the people who know about the cloud. So really knowing about the cloud will define how much your fantasy goes in, how much you can build, you can deploy, and then how much you can infuse it into your day-to-day work. And where we talk with companies, with partners, and with customers all the time, indeed, the skills gap comes up in every discussion. And I do have some good numbers that will not be a surprise for most of you about the cloud skills gap, where the leaders basically say, there is this huge gap in my team, and this is limiting my innovation, my opportunity to go to market, and my opportunity to deliver for the customers. If we talk to the learners are like, yep, we feel that we have a deficit of skills and knowledge, and we can't move as fast as the employer is expecting us, and we are looking to upskill ourselves. So the Amazon Training and Certification Group, where I sit, we are in the middle of this. We are right in the middle of this situation. We are working with the companies to make sure that on the organization level, there are learning and development plans for the staff, and that on the personal level, there are resources that are available to every single learner, no matter where you are, 13, 83, at the beginning of your career, in the middle, or just looking to expand the general knowledge. This is where the training and certification resources from Amazon Web Services come in. And indeed, when the organization is a learning organization vested into the staff development, it does pay off with the opportunity to launch the product faster, reduce the cost of running your business, accelerated growth, and time to market. So while it's only one of the research that I'm showing right now, that 47% increase in product and services happen when people are trained. If you are making those decisions for your company and your teams, investing into people is the best paying investment. So I'm hoping that this call will bring you some inspiration. And if I can recommend stuff, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll make sure that I guide you through some other things for the org level. But the way that Amazon is looking at the skilling is also the last year has been around the Gen AI. So I'll park a separate part of this meeting, and every time we say Gen AI, get a dime for Ilgar's piggy bank in his office. I think it's going to be a hot topic as well. So I'm going to talk about the generic skilling resources that are available, training and certification from Amazon, but then I will do a deep dive into the machine learning Gen AI resources, because indeed it is in a hot demand. If you're not thinking about it, please do. And if there's a few things that I'm going to leave you with at the end of this presentation, they will be really tied to the Gen AI resources and things that are available to you. So now on the knowledge and skilling, that is then tied to the way to validate that you have the knowledge and skills. Indeed, this comes to certification. So Amazon comes up with this plan where it's about what you know, it's about what you do with your knowledge, and then how do you validate that you have this knowledge. And then if you go and work with the customers, or if you go and work for your employer and you are deployed to certain projects, how do they know you have the right skill set to be assigned to those certain projects? So we do offer two types of certifications that are tied to different learning paths that you may take. So if you're new to the cloud, there are certain role-based certifications. So general cloud knowledge, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, the foundational cloud industry knowledge is a must. It's not only Amazon cloud knowledge, it's any cloud knowledge, understanding of what the cloud is, how it powers the innovation, how it applies to your job. This is the requirement of the current days. So the foundational cloud practitioner certification is your entry level, way into the world of the cloud. Does not require any prior knowledge, and it's literally a very quick way to ramp up, understand the concepts of the cloud, and then get the validation through the certification on the foundational level. And then for the role-based certification, then there are associate level certifications that we are supporting right now with the SysOps administration, solution architecture, developer, and then the new one is data engineer. So you will see there's nothing that is like Gen AI certification, because really Gen AI is the cherry on the pie. If you have the data in place, if you know machine learning elements of this, then there is Gen AI. Other than that, we are not releasing anything that is marketing and hype related with the current Gen AI frenzy. So the data engineer is the new certification, associates is the new level of certs that we just released that is directly tied to your capabilities to work with data and then power the Gen AI driven workloads on Amazon. So the left side is really foundational associate. This is role-based certification. The right side is the professional and specialty based on certain services. So a total of 10 certifications. This is what we are currently supporting. And indeed, this is a dynamic process, but why you'd want to get certified is really to validate your own skills and competencies aligned to the Amazon technology. Certifications happen once in every 2-3 years, depending on which level of cert you're taking. Maybe you're recertifying. So that is a long period of time. But in between, there are bite-sized learning opportunities that are tied to the badges. And this is an example of the partner digital badges. I work with the Amazon partners. However, those badges are available for participants of the Amazon Academy, Educate, generic activities on the digital platform that is called Skill Builder that I'm going to talk about in a minute. So for those of you who are interested in exploring the badges, which are more granular way to say, hey, I just learned something, I spent 2 hours, I took a test at the end, and I mastered a certain concept of the Amazon cloud, then this will be confirmed by a badge that is available to you as the learner on the digital platform called Skill Builder. So learning progression is really about you taking the first step into the cloud business with the role-based certification with foundational associate. If you're professional, then specialty pro certification. And then in between, there is this ongoing learning that is validated by these badges. And they indeed bring a lot of excitement on social media, adapt to your profile, and help you position yourself as the professional in a certain area. And indeed, to get ready for the certification, depending on where you are, there are resources that I'm going to cover a little bit in this call, from the review exam guides to the official practice test to the ramp-up guides. All of these things will get you ready. And if you're considering any of the Amazon certifications at the moment, here at the bottom, there's also preparation information that is available tied to the level of certification. I work with partners. If you are self-employed, the opportunities may be different for you as an individual learner, but for the companies that are partner in the Amazon Partner Network, we run special designated partner training programs where we run those certification acceleration programs. And as an example, for the entry-level cloud practitioner, we just launched one on Monday that is a 4-week intense accelerator where you can sign up for free. If you are part of the Amazon Partner Network, basically any company can become one. You would go to the Amazon Partner Network, sign up with your company email, get into the Amazon Partner Network on the basic registered level. This would give you access to a bunch of learning resources and partner materials that will help you grow your Amazon practice within our partner network. But in terms of learning, it'll get you access to the courses that are available just for the partners and to the programs that are available for free just to the partners. And the example of the two that we are running right now, one is for the cloud practitioner, just launched on May 13. And there's another one for data engineer. This is a certification accelerator called Amazon Partner Certification Readiness Program for Data Engineer. And there's few more coming up. So again, I'm providing to Ilgar this slide, and it'll have the link to the schedule of all of the partner accelerators that we are running throughout the globe. So everything I'm talking about is not tied to any specific region. This is available globally. The only difference is If you are looking into this as the self-learning as an individual, then it'll be one set of resources. Or if you're looking into this as the representative of the company and you have a team and you would like to upskill them as the group and you run your organization-wide skilling programs, then the resources would be different. And for that, you rather be the member of the Amazon Partner Network, because that will open up an opportunity for an access to all the partner programs that we have. So just these two ways to differentiate what will be available to you. But again, in the digital world, indeed, we are running most of the training offers and things that are available to the learners through the digital experience. Amazon lately invested heavily into the innovation on a platform that is called AWS Skill Builder. It is a first-party solution. It is built by Amazon, and then the content is created by Amazon. So you are literally consuming from the source, and it's called Amazon Skill Builder, that is available to anyone. And I'm going to do a short demo after I'm done with my slides and generic content. But why I like Skill Builder is because really I can look it up depending on the interest level. And then it gives me all sorts of learning styles that may fit me in different points in time. If you prefer recorded instructor-led sessions, Skill Builder got thousands of those. If you prefer a gamified environment where you have a little bit of engagement by doing escape rooms, by doing challenges, by going into the real life simulations, we got it. If you are looking to just like, I want to clear my exam, I want to practice test, and I just want to go and click through the database of the questions, of the data bank of the questions, it's all there as well. So the Skill Builder is already and will become increasingly the one-stop shop for all the learner needs on the Amazon side. I'm lucky to be running a few pilots with the Skill Builder team, and we just piloted, as an example, a Cloud Quest tournament, and then the escape room for the cloud practitioner, so the entry-level knowledge about the Amazon cloud, and it resonates greatly with the learners. Like it's just a joy to see very mature professionals, people with many years of experience in their day-to-day jobs, where they just go into the escape room and run around and solve the issues, go through labs, and actually get their hands on the Amazon console first time, where they deploy the virtual machines and do things that are very new to them in a very immersive environment. This is the piece that really brings joy to my day-to-day life. So I would encourage you to check it out. And I will also show you there's a good collection of resources on the generative AI and machine learning skills, specifically on Skill Builder. These are now in the highest demand, and these are the ones that are available right now. Igar is getting the copy of these slides. I'm hoping you will get them after this as well. But from cloud practitioner foundational stuff all the way to Gen AI, the way that Amazon is going to the market right now is all levels that make it possible, from the virtual machines for training and inferencing with Trainium and Inferentia as the available layer for the infrastructure, all the way to the full service Bedrock app that makes it easy to connect to the existing foundation models, large language models, and just make app building quite seamless. And then for the coding companion was the Code Whisperer, where anytime you work with the code as a developer, Amazon just took years of our code base and trained our own solution that is super handy if you're writing the code that is called Amazon Code Whisperer. And then for the business level users, there's a lot of content on prompt engineering, Gen AI for business decision makers, Gen AI for executive engagement. So depending on the area of your expertise and where you are in your role and your career level, I would highly recommend that you check out one of these resources and really think seriously about Gen AI. And indeed, Amazon is leading the way with a lot of own innovation and then partnerships with like Anthropic and Claude 3 model that I'm a big fan of, for example. It's actually outperforming the well-known, it was outperforming a well-known ChatGPT before they just released something a few days ago. So I need to check that one out. But that'll be your guidebook for the Gen AI related and machine learning related skills resources on the Skill Builder. So on the digital training courses, I won't go into the detail, but yep, Skill Builder will be your go-to place for the free resources. And then there are some paid resources. They are clearly marked, so you don't have to invest it right up if you are not sure what this is. You can check it out for free, and then you can really decide what's the best level of usage for you. So with that, I'll take over the screen and try to do a quick demo, because I will indeed show the slides and links with Igor, but okay, let me get hold of my second screen. Okay, but I would rather want to show you how to fish versus giving you the fish. So I'll disappear, then you'll be like, oh, what did she talk about? Where do I find it? So let me try to walk you through this in detail so that you know next time how to get started and where you can begin if you were looking for the resources associated with everything that I talked about. Can you just confirm that the Chrome is up and running now, Ilva?
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. So starting point, very easy, aws.amazon.com. So that is where you will want to go. This is the Amazon Web Services on Amazon, indeed. And we are so committed to learning that you will see the Learn tab right up there on the front page. So if you go to the Learn tab, then what you will get to is the Amazon training and certification. And it'll bring you to here, learn, and then find AWS training. So this will bring you to the page of my organization that is called Training and Certification. And then here is your starting point to explore all the assets that I was talking about in a very brief detail. So depending on your role, you want to see the cloud practitioner, solution architect development, the things that I mentioned. And then again, depending on the preference of how you're learning and what you're learning and how old you are you reskilling, are you a student? There is all these options. I am sitting with the partner training team, so I know more about this world. However, there's also a variety of other programs with the summary here. If you are talking to your companies to like, why do we need training? What is the return on investment? There's also some really good papers and research. Amazon is extremely data driven, and we do not take things for granted. So every once in a while, with a very good cadence, we are working with the market leaders to do the research on like, okay, now that these people have been trained, what is the impact? Does this help them bring the solutions faster to market? Does this help reduce costs? Does this help to retain top talent? And we keep asking these questions to the market to make sure that we are moving into the right direction with the offers that we are putting on the market. So also recommend you checking out some recent research. So that is that. And then if you click on the partner get certified, you will get the certification overview. So from what are the level of certifications available, how to get prepared for them, and then also there are certification paths that are really just scripted. Maybe for the data analytics, it'll be a 40-hour learning path. For foundational level, it'll be a 10-hour learning path or 5-hour learning path. And once you start taking those courses, you may actually skip. If something is a really well-known concept to you, you don't have to go linear. You can skip it and like just fill in the gaps in your knowledge and move over to becoming AWS certified and then preparing for your exam and scheduling the exam. So on the skill builder part, I mentioned this is our platform for learning, and it'll be really useful for anyone who is considering any sort of career acceleration or cloud upskilling. What I would like you to do is, if you go to skillbuilder.aws, you'll need to authenticate either as individual, it'll say authenticate with your builder ID, or if you belong to the Amazon partner, you would authenticate through the Amazon partner network. This will make sure that you also get access to the partner-specific courses. So as an individual, you can access Skill Builder and will be a wealth of resources, thousands of digital courses, preparation for the certs. But as the Amazon partner, there are also resources about partner programs, partner funding, partner alignment to the sales plays that we have. So for those of you representing companies, I would encourage that you first register for the Amazon Partner Network with your company email, and then you authenticate into the Skill Builder with your partner email. That'll open up additional level of content, and in the brackets, it's usually marked partner. So as an example, when you go into the courses, I'm just searching generative AI to show you what's available here. And this is what I would want you to do at the end of this, this as well. Okay, now it needs me to re-authenticate, hang on. All right. Doesn't matter how long you prepare for the demo, every time something slips, right? But give me a second. All right, now that I'm authenticated, yeah, this is what that would look like when you start searching for the courses. You get the courses that are marked for different target audiences, and then the partner courses will be marked as the partner. And then here you will see that something is just a digital training. So just like a single course that is 1 hour long, something that may be marked as the learning plan, for example, Foundations of Generative AI for Sellers. It's a learning plan that is 3 hours, 23 minutes, and it consists of 6 courses. So going in, just enroll where you are, pick it up, and continue with your learning. I already started this course. What's good, I know that you're joining from different parts of the world. There is a really good filter here for the languages. And then depending on what you're looking for, is it the certain technical domain that you're looking for, or is this a certain language you're looking for? You can filter here and then choose the content that is best suited for your needs. What I really love about this one here are the quests. These are the industry quests and the gamified things that I mentioned. So in addition to digital courses, you can just search for cloud for the foundational quest, or cloud practitioner quest, or financial services quest. Some stuff will be available for free. Some stuff that is behind the paywall, it will be marked that subscription required. And Skill Builder has a wealth of open resources that are available for free, the ones that are showing you on the screen right now. However, if you are looking for some premium content, that is available either as an individual subscription as a person, it's at $25 a month, or as the organization, if you have 50 learners and more, you can also do an org-wide subscription and then assign these paid seats to your technical resources, or the people that are going towards certification, or maybe just need a quick upskill, simulations, access to Amazon console for certain projects at work. So that's a flexible subscription mechanism that is available. And then from Skill Builder, and indeed we talked about Gen AI and stuff, and the where's my mouse? It's here. The solutions that Amazon is putting on the market. I wanted to make sure that you also check a few resources that will make it very tangible for you. And when I get that working, I will show you. Hang on. Okay, so I mentioned that Amazon is putting all layers of the technology to enable the generative AI application and workloads. So on the infrastructure side was Trainium and Inferentia, the virtual machines, but then there's a fully managed service that is called Bedrock. So Bedrock makes it easy to create apps powered by generative AI, not generative, powered by large language models and the foundational models that are available on the market. Bedrock is the tool that helps you build those apps easier. And then the way to just start playing with the Bedrock as the Gen AI app builder tool is called the Party Rock. So partyrock.aws, try it out. It's amazing. It's really one of the examples how Amazon empowers innovation inside our company. Basically, when the technology was in its very early stages last year, a group of employers just said, listen, it's going to be it would be so amazing if we just had a way to like play with inputs, outputs, and see and show and visualize what this can do. So they just built this app called Party Rock, and then it was just scaled out and made available to the public to help you see what you can do. And our colleagues are just playing with this. I know examples where a few people did apps that are like a CV enhancer. You just type in the job description for the role you're going for, and then you just paste the chunks of your CV. It does the matching, and it says, hey, you can improve here, and what you're putting in your resume would look better for this sort of role. Another friend of mine, he just put up the music scores. Like he would put in the track, and then, hey, make a music score from this track. And all sorts of stuff are possible. So I would just encourage you to go in, check Party Rock, and start building your Gen AI apps, because this does not require any prior knowledge, and it'll be just a fun way for you to explore what Bedrock does on top of the large language models that are available, and all ages and all sorts of creativity is welcome. So I will just finish here with this short demo. Hopefully we'll be able to reproduce this flow and get to these resources. And then I will just tell you a few other things that could be handy as you are thinking about the cloud and what you want to get out of the Amazon cloud. So there are a few education programs. I know, Ilgar, you have a lot of educators in this group as well. So if you're watching, I want to make sure that you also check out a few programs that are solely tied to the future generation of the young learners or reskilling the existing adults. There are 3 programs that I would like to highlight: the AWS Academy, the AWS Educate, and Restart. They all have different types of flavors of what are the learners and the skill set and how long the programs are. Some are self-serve, some are curated, but at the same page that I showed you, aws.amazon.com, when you click learn, there's going to be details about these programs as well. And I'm hoping that some of you will be able to leverage the resources or even enroll and start your journey with AWS. And then there are few individuals that I follow myself that work at Amazon and that are amazing sources of updates and information about the learning resources and certification readiness. So I just wanted to make sure that you also check them out, maybe subscribe if you're interested to get deeper into the AWS technology. Richard Hua is our lead for the EPIC program. It's basically a program manifesting the power of the emotional intelligence. And you may be surprised, right? I'm here talking about technology. I'm here talking about the Amazon services with, compute storage, databases, AI, and all of that. However, the awareness and your emotional intelligence will be key in those next decades, where advancement of Gen AI will just skyrocket. And what will set us apart is really this empathy and the ability to put this in the context of the human beings and the human life, values, and cultural aspects. So when I work on the large scale partner training programs, I always make sure that in addition to talking about advancement of technology and your professional skill set and the technical knowledge, we also balance this out with the EQ part of the conversation. So highly recommend following Rich. He's offering some amazing speeches and is present on social. And then Victoria Seaman is amazing. She is our developer advocate. She keeps posting really good examples of infusing Amazon technology into the code building, into the app building, and she's just like every day bringing really good updates for the community. And then Kevin Zucchi works in my team. He runs the Amazon Partner Certification Readiness programs. So the Cloud Practitioner Acceleration and the Data Analytics Accelerator programs that were launched, Kevin runs those. So if you are in the partner business, and you are becoming an Amazon partner, or you are an Amazon partner, or work for the company that is looking to become one, then you may want to follow Kevin, because he runs those certification accelerators for Amazon partners, and is doing a pretty amazing job. So with that, I will pause, and I will take the questions. I think I am right on time.
That's exactly. First of all, I would like to thank you for your informative session. Actually, before the session, I'm gathering questions from my members, and during the session, actually, I got the answers for most of them. But however, I shared some questions in the chat box and also in YouTube. So I hope you have the opportunity to see and read the question. If not, I can go on reading the question for you. So I would like to start with the following question that I got from YouTube channel. Tess Wesh. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. And that guy, the person is asking, he wants to get a job in Cloud Ops, and what certificate would you suggest for him?
Well, depending on your prior level of knowledge. So usually the way this goes is the solution architect is the entry level into the technical kind of role domain. But then I believe that we do have one. Let me just check real quick. There is, and am I still sharing, Ilga? Okay, I might need to stop sharing real quick, but
sorry for misleading you. You were sharing, sorry. So for this.
Oh, never mind. No, that's fine.
Okay, sorry.
No. I just wanted to dump that get AWS certification link, but then SysOps admin could be one, but solution architect could be just a more generic one that, depending on a skill set, could apply. And here I'm just pasting in the chat for everyone where you can explore more details on the certs.
Also this link. Okay. Third, and the next question is about just. It says that how can Amazon Web Services certifications enhance one's career prospects? So, yeah.
So Amazon Web,
why must I take these Amazon Web Services say certifications? I can ask also.
So, yeah, absolutely. This is a good question. So think of it two ways. One, think of it as you are the employer and you're looking at 5 candidates' resumes, and everybody is saying, I graduated, I did projects, and I'm so skilled. But then one CV says, and I am AWS Solution Architect certified, and the other CV doesn't say that. So in the circumstances with the equal choice, it does help you get a job, and it's documented in the research that people with the certification score higher salaries, and it is valued by the employers. I work with consulting partners a lot, and I know, for example, that even in their HR systems, the large consulting partners like Accenture, IBM, and the like, they do have this tracking. So when the customer comes in and says, "Hey, we need a project on this, and this technology," for them, it's a decisive factor who is assigned to an Amazon project based on that certification. So it does make a difference when you are hired, and it does make a difference if you work in large organizations when you get a project based on the technology that you know. As the prospective candidate, if I have certification, it does add certain level of validation to my own skills, and it's private to me, but it's also the general knowledge that you would have more persuasive conversations in your interview process and with the examples of the work that you are doing if you have those the certification. Getting Amazon certification, getting through the learning path, gets you exposure to Amazon console. You can't just be super theoretical and get a certification. You actually need to do things, and this is what I love about Skill Builder. Even when you go to a very foundational cloud practitioner level, it does bring you through a few labs where you see the console, you know what are the regions, how you spin up a virtual machine, how you do a link to an image on a virtual machine, like very basic things, but not all the cloud providers do this. So getting an Amazon certification means that you've seen the console, you know how these concepts apply to real world, and then you are ready for the projects, and you'll be likely faster in delivering high value output and results for the customers.
Thank you very much. And our next question is about the difference between Amazon Web Services free tier and paid subscriptions.
So differences in the Amazon Web Services or the Skill Builder that I talked about as the learning platform, because there are free tiers and subscription.
Does Amazon Web Service AWS offer any help? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it offers $200 for the beginners. I mean, yes, it's the same.
Yeah, so there's always, yeah, so there's two things. If you're just learning Amazon, spinning up a service and tying it to your credit card may be a little bit dangerous, right? Because you may not know when you spin up a service and it's consuming stuff. So be careful with that. But for the new accounts, there is a limit where you can try, and this is usually a very, few hundred. However, again, what I like about Skill Builder is that you will get exposure to the actual console, and you will go through labs and things right in the learning environment, and you can't mess up. So if you are working with a SageMaker Studio and you are spinning up services, it'll only do as much as you need to do to master the concept or a certain area of technology. But then if you are paying $29 a month for your subscription, this is as much as you're spending. So for your sandbox environment and kind of practice in learning, I would personally recommend going towards Skill Builder subscription and just doing the playground within the learning environment versus going and just spinning up a subscription of the Amazon Web Services and then struggling to do cost calculator and all the things that may be a little bit overwhelming for the beginner.
Thank you. And what are the security best practices recommended by AWS for cloud computing?
This is a really good question. So two things. Amazon looks at security as priority number 0. So security is huge here. Every service that is launched, every product that is launched, any workflow that we do, they go through very extensive security reviews. And what Amazon does in offering the services is the shared responsibility model. So Amazon will ensure the security of the cloud. So our services and things that are controlled by Amazon, we will ensure security of the cloud. However, you as the users that are putting your applications in the cloud or building on the Amazon cloud, you will be liable and responsible for the security in the Amazon cloud. So we are ensuring security of the cloud, you are ensuring security in the cloud, and you need to follow the security best practices, have the guardrails in your app, and make sure that things work as planned. And for that, again, there's a security certification. If you would like to dive deep and understand all the security norms of successful cloud usage. And there's also a bunch of courses on the AWS Skill Builder. If you just go in and type in security, a bunch of free learning plans and free courses that will get you started with the, the key concepts. But again, depending on what you're doing, you're building on the Amazon cloud some apps, or you're just using a service to use in your existing solution. I don't know, you're like modernizing and porting your existing stuff into the cloud. The use cases are so vast that it would be important to just know what exactly you are trying to achieve. But shared responsibility model, Amazon handles security of our cloud. You are sharing security in our cloud. That's the way to think about this as a large level framework, high level.
The cost for your certifications vary by countries, or you have fixed cost for certification and exams?
No, so there's different tiers, and the foundational certification comes at a 100 price, and then associate is 300. However, again, depending on if it's individual buying or if it's a company working as an Amazon partner, there are different programs. However, largely, foundational is 100, associate is 300, if it's without any partner discounts and additional programs that are available.
An opportunity to participate in challenge to get discount code for the exam course, or?
Yes, absolutely. So like I mentioned, for example, Kevin Zook is running these acceleration programs. And if you follow him on social, he is doing some activation campaigns and giving away some free stuff. Sometimes participation in this programs come with like get a 50% discount. So following a few folks on the social is a good access to those situational things. But again, checking the Amazon partner training and certification site will also have like a pop-up like, hey, we have a campaign, second attempt for free, or like now this certain level of exam has certain campaigns. So there's always something going on with certifications. And it's really about getting ready to get certified, and then the right moment comes and you can benefit from the existing promo campaigns.
And our last question is about discussing the role of machine learning services in AWS for advanced, say, skill development.
Yeah. Let me show that real quick because I do have that marked and I wanted to show you guys. Hang on. There's too many screens. Just give me a second. But for machine learning, hyperlink, open hyperlink here. I'm gonna dump it into the chat as well. And then if there is one thing that I want you to do after this is really think seriously about generative AI and machine learning. And again, depending on the level of your role and what you're looking, like what you're looking to, to drive. Hang on, I'm not good at talking and presenting at the same time. Hang on. Okay.
You are doing share. It great.
Thank you. All right, I guess this is this one. Can you confirm you guys see machine learning and artificial intelligence? Perfect. Yes. So this is because the demand is so high, we literally had to build this page and just make sure that it's all summarized. So what's important here? Check out this is the summary of the content that is available. And then in the cost column, you'll see some stuff is free, some stuff is paid, some stuff is partially free or paid. So start with the courses on, here all the way up. This is, why is it for games? Never mind. I just had the machine learning one. Yep. Here, yeah, machine learning. So Amazon Bedrock, the one I mentioned, the fully managed service that helps you build those apps powered by Gen AI, powered by large language models. So, and the Party Rock is the app that can help you do that yourself. So generative AI in general, amazing stuff. And then Code Whisperer, if you are coding, if you really need to understand the coding aspect of this, but then also a bunch of the executive learning as a general application of the Gen AI concepts, and then the machine learning paths for certain solutions. So again, it shows you the hours, how much time you'll need, paid and free stuff. So if you are thinking what to do, if you're new to the cloud, I would say start with the cloud practitioner foundational stuff and generative AI that is overview level. But then if you're looking for the deeper dives, then for the technical skills, Code Whisperer, Bedrock would be the items you'd want to check.
Olga, once again, I appreciate your report, your time. Actually, it was very informative for me, and I got much more interest in AWS services, actually. And here, I would like also to thank those who attended this session, and I'm just going to say goodbye for them. And I will